How you feeling about Florida, Mr. Trump?
Very good. Feel very good.
Being here reinforces the importance of our state, particularly with the voting that began early this morning. As one of the multi-generational farming families that are represented here today, we are anxious to hear what you have to say. Small family-owned farms are an integral part of our economy that have been under attack for many years. Costs and overhead for farmers have grown out of control. Poorly made trade decisions like NAFTA have made it incredibly difficult for the American farmer to continue and grow their business. The small and medium-sized independent farmers in America have no one fighting for them in Washington. It's time for real change. I'd like to thank you for the level of excitement and degree of candor which you brought to the presidential race. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Trump again.
Well, I heard this was just going to be a small little gathering of a few people, so it just shows you the kind of trouble the country's in. And that includes with the farmers, because the EPA has been a disaster. Regulation has been a total catastrophe. And NAFTA, of course, is a one-way street into Mexico. I mean, it's a one-way street out of this country. We lose our money, we lose our jobs, we lose our factories, we lose everything. We get nothing except drugs. We get the drugs. I would say we get the drugs, they get the cash. And they get the jobs. So it's all going to change. That's going to be fully renegotiated. And if that doesn't work out with the renegotiation, that's okay. We're going to just start all over again. We believe in free trade. We believe in fair trade. We believe in trade, period. But it's got to be trade that works. And if it doesn't work, and NAFTA is probably the worst trade deal ever made in the history of the world. Okay. Yeah. I say sometimes during my speech, it's the single greatest jobs theft in the history of the world. That's what it is. We have lost more jobs. There's never been a deal like this. It was signed by Bill Clinton. Hillary Clinton approved it. And I will tell you, really wanted it. And now she wants TPP. Now she says she doesn't. She did want it. She called it the gold standard. She lied in the debate. And then we found her lying, and they actually announced that she was wrong, and she lied. But that took the following debate, right? She lied about the line in the sand also. She said she wasn't Secretary of State. I guess she forgot, like she did with the FBI 39 times she forgot. So that's the story. So I just want to tell you, some great polls have just come out. I believe we're actually winning. If you read the New York Times, and if you read some of these phony papers, these are phony, disgusting, dishonest papers. But if you read this stuff, it's like, what are we doing? What are we wasting time for? The truth is, I think we're winning. We're winning with the, as you know, the Investors Daily poll, which was the single most accurate poll for the last 3 cycles. The last 3 presidential races were up. We just went up. We were down 3. We were down 5. We're now 2 up in Rasmussen. Just came out this morning. We're up in another couple of polls. I actually think we're winning. We're up in Ohio. We're up in Iowa. We're doing great in North Carolina. I think we're doing great in Florida. I think we're going to win Florida big. So I actually think we're winning. And what they do is they show these phony polls where they look at Democrats, and it's heavily weighted with Democrats. And then they'll put on a poll where we're not winning, and everybody says, oh, they're not winning. It's a heavily weighted poll with Democrats, like the ABC phony poll that just came out. Totally phony poll. But the polls that mean something, the polls where they really have been accurate over the years, we're leading by 2 nationally. So I just want to say, and watch the polls, because this is part of the crooked system. It's part of the rigged system that I've been talking about since I entered the race. I understand it. It's a rigged system. They put out phony polls. Wall Street Journal, always. I've never had. I thought I was going to lose South Carolina in the primaries. They came out with a poll that was so bad. And I actually skipped a certain amount of work in other locations in order to stay there, and I end up winning in a landslide. These are what they call them dark polls. They are phony polls put out by phony media. And I'll tell you what, all of us are affected by this stuff. And what they do is they try and suppress the vote. This way people don't go out and vote. But we're winning this race. I really believe we're winning. And we're doing very well also in the early numbers in Florida. But we're doing really, really well in Iowa. We're doing really well in Ohio. I mean, the numbers are unbelievable. People are saying, what's going on? Except for a few of the papers that are holding on for that last straw. So, and a couple of the networks too, I will say. So, there's never been anything like this. As far as farmers are concerned, you are like incredible people. And what you're going through, and I have so many friends that are in the farming business, EPA is driving them out of business, and look, we all believe in environment, and we believe in, I mean, my primary thing with environment, immaculate air, beautiful clean air, and crystal clean water. That's it. Once you start going beyond that, you start to lose all of us, okay? But we want clean air, we want clean water, but we have, and you have, situations out, regulations, which we're going to cut. We will probably cut 70 to 80% of the regulations.